11 reasons your phony concern for fat people's health has got to stop. Can you play that dancing video? Agreed. Maybe a few pounds too much, but not really. Whoa. Okay, can you just pause it there? If a girl sent this to a frat boy and he put it out online, he would be arrested. This is cruel. You are not, the first one we can work with, maybe 5 pounds overweight, but these women are dying. You're not special. You're not different. You're not an albino. You're not unique. You're dying. Keep going. Okay. You're dying. Look at that. All right, that's enough. We have something like 500,000 obesity-related deaths a year. And if you want to know how healthy it is, talk to a doctor. I'm sorry, but the entire medical community are not quacks. I was talking to a surgeon. He said when he started out, they had one crazy chair for fatties, and it was welded, and it was custom made. And all the other chairs were normal chairs. Now, the giant chairs are the normal chairs, and the normal chair is the weird chair. They had to redo the doors of the hospital. They had to redo the gurneys. $300 billion obesity is costing us. And these doctors weren't trained for it. They're trained for this kind of body. You open it up, they get the thing out, you stitch it up again. When you're as obese as those women, you slit through all the fat, you get to the thing, you can't stitch it up again. It rips the sutures out. And this 500,000 is an accurate number because it talks about all the related deaths. Like I have a thing, I think esophageal cancer is back because of obesity. I think they get heartburn, they take antacids, that tastes bad, so they have fruity drinks all day, the sodas, they're getting fatter and fatter and fatter. Meanwhile, their body is still sending up the acid, ripping the esophagus to shreds. There's a million different things from diabetes to heart disease, but we're so determined to be body positive that we now tell fat people they look great. Now, that first girl did look pretty reasonable. Here, for the 50th time, this is me normal. This we can work with. Guys aren't even that mad at that. No one is kicking Ashley Graham out of bed for eating crackers, okay? She's perfectly reasonable. But this article, which is by Melissa A. Fabello and Linda Bacon, it says exercise doesn't help. It says weight loss doesn't necessarily make you healthier. Okay, where are all the gigantic 70-year-olds? They're nowhere. They're dead. You're not beautiful. You're dying. It's like we lived in a junkie city or a junkie country, and you go, hey, you're dying, by the way. Oh, I see. So now I'm not a person? No. You know when you fat shame me? That's another thing they say. Fat shaming makes people fat. When you junkie shame me, it just makes me do more heroin. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the facts. I don't really care if you do more heroin. I mean, I'm not nuts that my tax dollars go to making you better, but I'm just saying the truth. By the way, that surgeon that I spoke to, he said to me that he made a libertarian argument for making gastric bypasses free. He said if the government gave free gastric bypasses to anyone who wanted one, they would end up saving more money in the long run. That's how expensive it is. Now, Melissa A. Fabello and Linda Bacon are slim chickens. They are not fat women, but they love writing about how fat is fine and you don't need to exercise. And I looked up the article and I realized what they're doing is they're playing a trick. They say, well, doctors' definition of obesity, which by the way just means slightly overweight. So they isolate it down to that group and ignore the gigantors. And then they say this tiny group doesn't really die specifically of fat diseases. So they cut out all the fat-related stuff. And as we know, related is a big word. I know junkies that die of liver cancer decades later because of they had Hep C. So related matters. Check out this mobile strike ad that talks about how hot big fatties are. You're very big, but we can work with it. And then they keep going. Can you jump ahead to the blonde? Buildings blow up when she approaches. Here she comes. You're not different. You're dying. Stop it with this stupid body positivity. I know why women are doing it. They're doing it for two reasons. One, women are positive and they like to say it's going to be okay. They like to work things out and say we can handle it and look on the bright side of things. That's fine, but when you're a junkie, it's not fine to be a junkie. And secondly, I think it makes money. I think that a lot of fat people love reading articles like this and they go, hey, that sounds cool. Maybe I'm not dying. You're dying! Hi, folks. That was a Rebel Media short. I have my own show on Rebel Media called How's It Going? You got to pay for that one. Check it out right here.